What is up, guys? This is Frostbite, and this is just a video telling you my opinions, or well, maybe it might turn into something like a rant, but this is my opinion, my take on the DLC, and especially DLC in Call of Duty because that's what I play most, I guess. But first, before I do that, let me brief you on what's been going on in my life lately and why I haven't been posting a lot of videos, because I haven't been posting frequently lately. I've been posting like once or maybe twice a week because my life has been really like busy this past month or two. It's the end of the school year and stuff gets piled up. I get lots of homework and exams are coming soon, and I have an instrument exam, my violin. I learned the violin, and I have an exam on Thursday, this Thursday, which is 2 days later. Yeah, so I have to practice like hell for that. So life is taken over completely. YouTube. I don't even like earn money on YouTube, so it's not really that important. Not saying that I'm a money whore. I enjoy it. That's why I'm doing. I've been doing it like for a year now, but it's life and school and stuff comes before YouTube. Anyway, moving on. What made me want to do this commentaries is because with each Call of Duty, DLC is more frequent. Now, I think it started with Black Ops. Yeah, I think DLC. Did DLC start with Black Ops? Yeah, because I remember in Modern Warfare 2, there was no such thing as DLC. So, yeah, and DLC, and they started putting out these maps, multiplayer maps and zombie maps, and that was kind of cool. I originally when I saw those things, I liked the concept. Like for a few bucks, like $15 US. I'll come back to that. You can get 4 multiplayer maps and like 1 zombie map. That's okay. If you want to buy it, then you want to have more to play next time you turn on Call of Duty, then go for it. But then now I think they're going a bit overboard with all this. I think Activision is just freaking money whores. All those publishers, freaking money whores. Now let me justify the title of this video. I say DLC sucks, not because the DLC itself sucks, but how they use it. Now let me explain. So DLC was like fine and normal in Black Ops 1. Now Modern Warfare 3 came along and they invented the. Did they make the season pass then? I think they did. Well, but then they put more DLC out in Modern Warfare 3. I remember, with all these extra maps and stuff. And Spec Ops missions that nobody wanted. People buy DLC because of the maps, at least in Call of Duty. And then Black Ops 2, now they have this season pass, and they have the maps and all this stuff. They even put a new gun in there, the Peacekeeper. And they're trying to make the DLC not just an add-on for the game, but part of the game cycle itself. Like it's almost a must-buy. But then now I kind of like. The attraction of DLC has decreased a lot for me. I don't find it. Well, I found it cool at first that you could buy it and then have more stuff to play. But then now it's just getting repetitive and boring, and it makes me feel like they just want our money, which is normal because they're making games for profit. But then think of this. Games used to be 49.9. They used to be $50 US. They're big games like AAA titles. Now they're 60 US, and 60 US is a lot for a game that is basically just a disc, right? By the way, console makers, you buy an Xbox. The Microsoft, when they make an Xbox, they sell it at a loss, but then you make it up for the games because the games are so overpriced. So we're already giving the companies so much profit in $60 for a disc, for a game, and they still want more money in the form of DLC in Call of Duty. I don't know. Now I think they're just overdoing it, overdoing the whole DLC thing, because the new maps, Magma, like hydro. They try to make this the whole map like all fancy with all this hydro, the dam which like has flowing water out, and the magma which is like whole thing is like a volcano, which I bet it's gonna be really annoying because people are gonna like go backwards and step into lava and die. But I don't know. I think they're putting they're making maps more and more visually pleasing, so people will think, oh, that's a really fancy and cool and nice looking map with lots of unnecessary junk, let's go buy it. Then rather the map design itself, which is actually what counts in a good map. So, and then the season pass thing is cool. I like that. But it costs way too much. $50. That's almost a whole new other game, So if you buy the COD game, the new COD game that comes out every year, and you also buy the season pass, it's like you're buying 2 games in 1 year, and it's just kind of a ripoff. Plus those microtransactions, those camos you get for like 800 Microsoft points, and oh my, don't even get me started on that because that's such a ripoff. Like later, and now they're selling created class. They're selling classes for money. What I think Call of Duty is heading down this path to becoming an online game, like a free-to-play online game. But then you have to pay $60 for it. But then maybe you start with like the simple stuff. Maybe in the next Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 4 or whatever it is, they'll give you like when you start, right? They'll give you a basic gun, a really crappy one, and then you have to buy your way up with real money. It's like Black Ops 1 where they have these COD points, but then they're actually real money. And I think it's heading down that direction if they keep going on with this DLC stuff. I think DLC should be free. And actually in a lot of games, especially Valve games, because I pay attention to them the most, a lot of their DLC is free. Actually, all of their DLC is free. Like, in Counter-Strike, we got, like, 4 or 5 new maps since the game release. And they were all free, just updates. And, like, TF2, it's free to play, but they all got these, free new maps and upgrades and stuff. They add a lot of stuff. I think DLC should be free. It shouldn't be paid, I guess. Because when you're telling people to pay so much, you just want to be, like, I don't know, maybe they're really evil, but if I were a game developer, I would be nice to my players, So, I think DLC should be free. That's why. That's why I think the current model in Call of Duty, the DLC model, sucks. That's my point. I've never bought any DLC, by the way. I don't, I never buy those things. But, yeah, that's my take on this. So, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and I'll see you later.